Steve Pieczenik, and this is Steve Talks. Hi, I'm Dr. Pieczenik. I want to talk today about change and the nature of change. As you know, President Trump has been in a mainstream mode of firing many people and rehiring others. I find that very convincing and also very appropriate. However, there is a law of change that's called entropy. That is, when you have too much change, what happens is you create chaos and randomness, and that's what we want to avoid. So let's look at some of the people he's been dealing with and who belongs in the White House and who belongs outside of the White House. The first one he fired this weekend was somebody who should have been fired a long time ago, Andrew McCabe, acting director of the FBI. A total disaster, a total political animal who from the very beginning represented everything that was bad about the FBI. I would hope that the FBI culture changes and becomes non-political and pro-investigatory intentions. Secondly, Comey was fired a while ago at the FBI, and then I suspect Mueller will also be fired. The reason for that has nothing to do with the Russian investigation. It has to do with something that we, the 9/11 truthers, have been saying for a long time. This is payback time for those of people who were involved in 9/11. That was Mueller, Comey, McCabe, and many others. And now there's a real payback. Although Trump doesn't say that, we in the community, military intelligence community, are now paying back those people who were co-opted and were willingly involved with the 9/11 false flag. Who else are we going to fire? Well, we're going to fire Dr. Shulkin. He went out of his way to spend over $120,000 with his wife on a vacation. Clearly not considerate, but also inept. A physician and an inept Secretary of State. The other one that's going to be fired is Ben Carson, a physician, also a neurosurgeon. How he became a neurosurgeon is beyond me, but he had no idea of how to run HUD, and at the same time, he and his wife really went out of their way to buy expensive furniture. Next on the list may be Scott Pruitt and others as well. Now, at what point do we begin to concern ourselves about entropy or the sense that we're not really getting anywhere and it's not effective? At the point that I think the two elements of this administration that's kept this administration on course, that is General Kelly and General Mattis, are extremely important to the stability of this government. And the reason for that is not only because they're generals, but because having been generals, they understand the process of command, control, responsibility, and an oath of allegiance to the Republic. Not always to the President, but to the Republic. And that way, they become a very clear servant of the citizen soldier, somebody like myself. And I'm proud to have served in our country with people like Kelly and with people like Mattis. The problem becomes when we have too many military officers who have not been involved in command and control positions. General McMaster, who is a PhD, and wrote dereliction of duty, will be leaving. Hopefully in his place we'll have some other national security advisor who's also been in the military, hopefully has been involved with Cyber Command. I would like to see several other people leave, but that's up to the president. In particular, Jared Kushner has been a real embarrassment to America and to the White House and to the Trump family, as well as Ivanka Trump. I think she's very pretty. I'm sure she's intelligent, but she doesn't belong in the White House and doesn't belong as a representative for South Korea. The fact that CIA Director Pompeo is coming in as Secretary of State, for me, is very important. Most of you would not know that the CIA has always had a cover in the State Department. Some of them have been quite open. Some of the best ambassadors we had were CIA operatives. In particular, Don Gregg, who worked in South Korea, was our ambassador there. He was excellent as an ambassador. Jim Lilly was our ambassador to China. He was absolutely excellent. So in this sense of confusion or possible chaos, let me quote Confucius, who said that in every situation of chaos, we will find opportunity. Remember that. Thank you, good night, and good luck. Hi, this is Dr. Steve Pieczenik, and this is Steve Talks.